No, it's the rain falling, actually. It's pretty damn loud today. Let's see who else comes in. So have you been keeping track of what's been going on? Ugh. You went the same time today? Or you mean as me? I hope you didn't go live. I will not be silly. My whole point of doing it this way is because that way I was missing everybody's lives. That was, you know, important to me anyway. Oh, man. I don't like when he does that. It's like he has this thing. Because I made my thing about going live early today. Early. So, God, he's such a butthead. Why is he a butthead? Oh, well. I don't know if I really even want to be in there, because if it's not going to be about J for All, or ES, or now, what is his name? Jose. I don't know. I'm not going to go in there. I'll watch it tomorrow. I've been waiting most of the day to start this live. Right. I'm glad your internet is cooperating with you tonight, though. I ended up staying on, but my internet at the end of my live kept, not my internet, but your stream was kicking me out. So I just got off. Oh my goodness, did you hear about that Jesse Smollett? Oh my goodness, I was so mad. He got... Where is he? Oh no, he's going at 8:25. He's not on yet. Whew. Or 10:25, so 8:25. 10:25. So there's a lot of things that have been going on the last few days. So that Jesse Smollett guy, he was locked up for all that stuff that he pulled back in the, about a year ago. So he got locked up for it. And then when he got done doing his time, he was supposed to come out and do 30 months of probation, but somehow his lawyers went above the judge that sentenced him to the Supreme Court, and they ordered for his release from jail. 5 days sitting in jail. That's all he got. A slap on the fucking wrist. Drove me crazy. But anyway, so that kind of made me mad today. I've been watching everybody, but I haven't really been watching everybody because of all the new drama and crap that's going around. Yeah. So, Jose was found by Jay for All, or somebody through him. I don't know exactly how he was found. Don't really care, because to me, he's irrelevant to Summer going missing. People think he shedded light on the situation beforehand, but I don't know how much of it to believe. I mean, he did, though, collaborate with the theory of her just wandering away. He said she has done that plenty of times when he stayed there. And for all you people that may listen to this later, the dude, Jose, only stayed with Candace for 6 weeks. Not months. 6 weeks. Ugh. But anyway, I mean, he was making it out to be like it was just like this horrible place to live at, but yet you stayed there for 6 weeks. How could it have been that bad if you stayed there? Like, he made it out to be very, very, very horrible living conditions. So people are like, oh, well, that's enough for CPS. Da, da, da. That's still hearsay. Like, that's hearsay. He did say it was kind of messy because Candace was talking about moving, just not moving to Utah. So it was cluttered because of boxes and that, going through boxes trying to look for stuff. So give it there. He said a lot of stuff last night. Yeah, 6 weeks. He said a lot of stuff, and I was talking to Izzy Pop, which I hope she comes in tonight. Because she kind of, she's being BK's mod or ex-mod or whatever mod still, I'm not sure. But, she pays attention a little bit more than some of us in the chat do. And so she enlightened me on a lot of the questions that I had. You could see that in last night's video, or live, whatever video. But, I still have so many more questions. But it's more or less questions for Candace. Like, I don't know what's true that come out of that man's mouth and what isn't true. Like, I don't believe half of the stuff. I think most of the stuff that he said was scripted. I really do believe that. At first, I didn't even believe it was the real Jose. I believed that he was just looking at the videos from CM and went with that, just the design. But he knew a little bit more intimate stuff than just that. He said, though, the basement door that was in Candace and Don's room, he said there was some kind of type of couch up tight against that wall to where they couldn't open the door. So it was kind of like a sofa bed, I guess, he mentioned. I don't remember too much. I need to go back and listen to it again. But, so that leads you to think, was it still there when Summer went missing? Like, did they get rid of it? Was it moved somewhere else? I don't know. Because at some point, it makes me kind of think maybe she went right back out the front door without them seeing her and went around the back. You know? I don't know. That's what I thought. I didn't think I saw it on CM's video. So at some point, they must have moved the couch away from the door. But he did say in his statement that Waylon or Wyatt, one of those two, used to sleep on the couch, fall asleep watching cartoons. He said he slept in the kids in Summer and Waylon's room, or maybe it was Wyatt. The playroom. But then in the same sentence, he said something about the bed wasn't in there, like it was set up in Chris M's video. That's not how the room was. He said the room was like covered with toys. But in the first part, he said there was no bed. But in the second part, he said there was a bed. He laid on the bed in that. Like, dude, what part is true there? Was there a bed in there or wasn't there a bed in there? Like, but when Chris M did that video, they also probably moved the damn room around by then. See, and I heard there was bunk beds downstairs and bunk beds upstairs. So the two littler ones had bunk beds downstairs to sleep on, and then the two older ones had bunk beds. See, I thought that's what was against that one wall where maybe that wasn't what I saw. Maybe it was like a shelf or something with the toys on it. I don't know what the heck I saw. It's been so long since I watched that video. I might need to go back and rewatch it again. But he said that the plates weren't put in no type of cabinets or nothing. After they were washed, they were just sat down on the counter. I don't see why that was a big deal, as long as they were clean. And then he said the bathroom didn't have a bathtub, so all you people that had an issue with him taking a bath with Summer, which in my eyes, as long as she is under the age of 5, it wasn't a problem. Like, grant you, yes, he might have been eye level with his man part, but you got to think about that. She didn't know what the hell that was. Had no idea. So in my opinion, I really don't think there was any issue with him taking a shower with her up until she was like 3 or 4. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me, and maybe I'm thinking it's, you know. But that's how I feel. I feel like it shouldn't have been such a big thing. Yeah, I mean, they're babies. It's not like they know what the heck to. Oh, that's a penis on my face. Da da da. Oh no, it's Benny. I lost it. I mean, it's father and daughter. It's not like brother and sister. Oh no, it's
Oh, Benny, he's gonna be an asshole. I can't deal with that. Sorry, guys, for even bringing my chance. Sorry. Dang it.
Oh God, never mind. I see who he's going after now. Welcome in, whoever else is watching. It's not letting me see as usual. I won't be able to see until they comment.
Welcome in, whoever else is watching. It's not letting me see it. I won't be able to see it.
See, yeah, and I mean, I really think he lied about a lot of the stuff he said. But in my opinion as well, I'm still kind of iffy on what he said about Don, really. Like, I kind of believe more or less lean towards the believe in him about being controlling, which we kind of see that in our own in defense. You know, we do see that in some of the things. Um, the abusive part, I believe towards Candace, but I don't know if I believe it towards the kids. Yeah, but some people it's hard to read between the lines though. It is hard to read between the lines with some people. I have been noticing though, like going into certain people's chats, um, I've noticed a lot of creators in certain chats just to get the scoop, like just to like get the information, but twist it in their own way. I've noticed that a lot here lately. Kind of sad, really. Really kind of sad that people have to do that. You can't, I mean, and I can't say I don't do it, but I don't do it to the extent that they do it. I may hear something and I want to talk about it, but otherwise, I don't take their content and run with it, do the same thing that they're doing. I've never done that. Mine is more podcasty. Mine is more let's sit here and discuss what they're talking about. Like we're not gonna add stuff to it. We're not. Oh, I did break my ring light. Oh shit. Um, we're not gonna add to it. We're not making it. Yes, we don't. We're not gonna twist it to make it to what we want it to be. We're actually what we hear and we discuss it. Like we don't necessarily believe it, so it's not a rumor. We're more of a discussion, I guess. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about some of the creators real quick. Did you see our friends live at all tonight? And who she had up on her panel? Ooh, Miss K. Drama. Oh, AH. goes up on her panel tonight. So she asked about H, and I guess what I told her she didn't believe because she asked him about it, and he said the same exact thing I said. So she's like, "Oh, well, then what I heard was true." And I was like, hello? I don't lie. I have no reason to lie about any of that. Like, there's a missing 5-year-old girl. Why would I be lying about something that has to do with that? Just because I'm not joining you guys in tearing the parents apart? There's no reason to. We have no reason to tear them apart. I hope Hilton didn't take no medicine and fall asleep because she wanted to come in tonight. And I even sent her a message. I sent it in mine, yours, and her chat, mine, yours, hers, and Joy's chat, and mine and her chat. How did she address his cursing? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Who? Oh, D. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't in there that long. Like when I went in there, she had just asked that question. So, and then I stayed long enough to hear him say, he's not in juvie or a mental institution or nothing like that. He just can't stay at a trouble, so he's in a different spot. So I was like, "See, told you." What? Hold on one second now. Yeah, what? 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 They always do all the they do that to my computer. Dum dum dum. I don't think he cursed too much up on her panel. I don't know. But I mean, what is she gonna say? There's so many people that curse in her chat and she don't say nothing. I wish it would tell me who was in here. I mean, if she said anything to him, she would have to stop it from ESR, all of the people in there, because they all curse. All of them. Oh, Did you hear about Omar St. James? They found his remains. What you doing, buddy? Watch it. You're not down my antenna. At least his family gets some closure. Now they just got the burning question in their mind: why and who? But I hope they find some peace with this because they may never find out why or who. Some hiker found it in one of the trails that I guess were over there by that pond that they said they saw him walking into. One of the trails that wasn't searched, I guess. I don't know. I just read what Libby Lessons said. Yeah, that's what I feel so bad. I mean, I wrote him a thing on the website, my condolences and stuff. I was like, I hope y'all find peace with, at least finding him so you can give him the proper, lay him to rest properly. I was like, I, I know you have the who and the why stuck in your head, but hopefully you'll find peace with at least this little bit of this closure. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit tongue tied, but hoping that they with the information they got will resolve some of the, you know what I mean. I feel sorry for them, but like I said, they got some closure. There's still people out here waiting to find out anything. I don't even know if Benny heard yet. He's so preoccupied with the other stuff. So what about? I guess BK went on Z's panel yesterday or early, just a little while ago. Hey Mark, what's up? Um, went into Z's live and they all said hi to him. And he's like, so what about the phone being thrown in the ocean? And they were like, oh God, he's going to be an ass now. And I was like, you just asked a damn question. Sorry, Mark. Uh, BK is another YouTube creator. He's like one of my favorites. I couldn't either. Like, yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I know how I felt when my cousin went missing. We still have no answers on that, but that's different than brother, sister, daughter, son, mother, father, We're just talking about somebody found somebody that lived in the house with the little girl Summer Wells. I'm pretty sure I haven't told you about it yet because you're just new. You're more new coming in here. But the more you come in, the more information, the more you'll understand what's going on when we're talking. Um, I just told Miss K about one of the other missing adults that we were trying to help locate, find people who talk, just put his name out there for their family. They found his remains yesterday, or they found him on Monday, but they announced it yesterday. And then so some guy came out and said he lived with the missing 5-year-old for 6 weeks, and he was MIA. Everybody was trying to find him, and I don't know for what reason, because obviously he was gone before the little 5-year went missing. But like I never really thought about him. I didn't even care about who Jose was. He was irrelevant because he wasn't there when someone went missing. Unless he had something to do with it, he is irrelevant. And what he says, half of it, we're still trying to determine if it's true or not. We know there's a lot that he did say that isn't true. So we're just trying to figure out if the rest of it, the rest of the stuff that he said is true. So we're just throwing questions out there at each other about it. Um, My dog is being mean. Every time my cat jumps near him, she wants to growl at him. She's being a little butt. Damn. But so let's see. We covered Jesse getting out of jail, which is pissing me off. I can't believe they're gonna let his ass out. Like they just smacked him on the wrist and said, "Good boy, go ahead." Stupid ass people. No faith in our judicial system no more. Sorry to you. Um, we're talking about Jose. So, Miss K, did you hear all the stuff he said about Don? How much of that do you believe? Miss K, one of these days I'm gonna get you up in my life. I promise you. Miss K. If he gave this info to TBI 9 months ago and TBI found it credible, something would be. I agree with you there. Like, why wait all this time when you knew? He even admitted he knew that people were looking for him, but he didn't know why. All these people were looking to talk to him, and he didn't know why until somebody sent him some information about Summer being missing. So he supposedly didn't know nothing about Summer being missing as well. So all these months go past, and coming up on you just started talking to everybody probably what, Monday? So coming up on 9 months of her being missing, and you're just coming out with any of this information. But I don't. That's the issue I have, is I don't know if I believe the segment about Don. And I believe everything he said. Not everything, but like most of the stuff he said about Candace, because none of it he said about her was bad. Like he actually was talking nice about Candace. So I don't see no issues of not believing most of the stuff he said about her. But I don't know what I feel about Don. Because, like I said in the beginning, Don always kind of seemed sketchy to me. I believe Candace from day one. I want to believe Don too. But I don't think he hurt her. I don't think he did anything with Summer. Like, I don't think he had any part of this Summer being missing. But I don't think he wasn't abusive, maybe. Not like physically, but more mentally and verbally, which are just as bad, but there's no physical mark there. There's no mark-ins. So I don't believe he was really physically abusive with them. I just believe he was more mentally and verbally. He does look like that type of person. Like, I'm man. hear me roar type thing. Like the wife is supposed to be barefoot, pregnant, and cooking, and the kids are to be seen, not heard. That's, I do believe he might have been that type because he was an older country. So maybe, maybe, just maybe. What do you think about that? Maybe a little bit verbal and mental. I mean, he made it out to be like he was best friends with grandma. I think John is controlling and very possibly verbally abusive. I agree with you that I like you don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him hurting Summer. I mean, you can see it in his. I mean, and they were bringing up the point of if Summer was his baby and like his everything, then when he went to Utah, why did he take Josie and not Summer? Okay, first off, Summer was baby when he went to Utah. I don't think I would have took the baby either. I would take one of the ones that can help, but at the same point, you don't leave your wife home with the other three and just take one because your wife refuses to move there. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That part I don't understand. I never understood why he only took one of the kids. But I do think it was smart of him to leave Summer behind because Summer was the baby. A baby. Not just the baby, but a baby. So, I don't know. That's always puzzled me, like, why? But he bothered, part of Jose's statement that he said that night was Grandma's camper had a bird's eye view of the whole compound, let's say. Um, I don't see that because from her camper, you could not see the back door. I don't know why he said you could, unless her camper was more like going towards down, the driveway. Maybe they moved everything from when he was there. But where it sits today, you can see maybe up in the trails. You can see probably down part of the driveway, the front of the house. I don't see you being able to see the house on the side that's closer to the dog trail. And you definitely can't see behind the house. So, for me, where they say it's behind the house, to me that's actually like the side of the house because their front door is on the side of the house and their back doors on the. It's kind of confusing, but neither here or there. So I don't believe that because of the way the trailer is set up. Yeah, you can't see back there. You can't even see the tree where the swing is hanging. So, like, you can see the top of the tree, but you can't see the base, the trunk. Sonia, who's Sonia? Oh, Utah. Utah stated that Don and like, how would they know? Wait a minute. Wait, I'm lost now. Wait a minute. So Who is Sonia? Is that like a relative of his? I don't know who Sonia is. And that's so weird because my mom's name is the same thing and spelt the same way, and not very many people named Sonia. Do you see that spelling? Okay, that's why I didn't know who she was. So, how about him saying that one of his sisters had to go down to Mexico and retrieve him when he went on that 2 week hiatus down there? But he never said what sister. He said he didn't know which sister. They just said a sister. Now he has like several stepsisters and a couple of real sisters. So it ain't no telling unless it was Mary. But I don't see Mary going down there and dragging him back. Oh, it was Sonia. Okay. All right. Have you happened to talk to Kim and Allie? My other favorite YouTube creators. Cracking cases. Make sure you sub, share, and like them as well. I was just wondering how Cam was holding up. And so I kept going back to that one live I was telling you about in our chat. Um, and what I thought I heard, I can't. I found it one time, but I still couldn't understand the name he said. And then I can't find it now. Going back over it like several times again, I cannot find it. So I don't know if he edited it or if I'm just not going far enough down, or I'm skipping over it when I'm trying to fast forward it. Yeah, I know that's why they in their one live, the most recent live they did, they thanked everybody for being patient with him and stuff. I bet he was. I think if you know it's coming, you just don't know when. And when it does happen, I think that you're more prepared for it than if it's something that just happens out of the blue and you didn't expect it to come. I think it's harder then, you know. And especially with kids, because you don't want to tell them that hey, this person's going to pass away. Like, you don't. How do you explain that to a child that loves that person so much? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I would have done it with my daughter. I'm glad when not glad that my her dad's mom passed away, but I'm glad that I wasn't the one that had to explain it to her or tell her about it. He got to do that because it was his mom. When my dad passed away, she was already 19, so she understood it a lot more. And there's not much you can say because every time you say you're sorry to the person, they just get. I know it gets annoying because I got annoyed with people telling me I'm sorry when my dad passed away or my sister passed away. It got so annoying. Like, I didn't say anything because I wasn't being rude to people, but at the same time, I was like, please stop saying you're sorry. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like with my dad, I guess it didn't affect me so much because I was still grieving my sister because she died the week before my dad did. So like I was still grieving with my sister. I didn't even have time to process my sister. Then my dad passed away. So it was just like, boom. So I just don't. I can relate to how Cam feels. Like you just don't know how to process it sometimes. But I hope and pray he can find peace. Change the subject. Who's gonna celebrate uh St. Patrick's Day tomorrow? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. No, I knew my dad was going. Like last time he went in the hospital, I told everybody, I was like, please, you guys gotta prepare yourself. I was like, I'm not trying to be a butthole about it, but dad's not coming out of this hospital. And if he does, he's not it's not gonna take long. And they ended up telling my mom about the hospice and hospice house and stuff like that. And my mom and dad was staying with my brother, so because my brother was helping with my dad when because he couldn't really do very much at the end anyway. And my nieces were there, and they're really young. So my brother was like, I'd rather not have my daughter see dad like that, or something happen. And my house just isn't equipped for hospital material. So we put him in the hospice house, and like a week and a half later, he never survived. Like they turned off his defibrillator, so he knew. He was like, "This is it for me, isn't it?" He's like, "I'm never going home." And I was like, "Oh, you'll get stronger," because I've seen people go to hospice house and turn around, but because I knew his kidneys were failing, and once they start, you know, everything else starts, and you just go peacefully. It's been a tough 2 years for me, but hey, I'm still working through it. But neither here or there. Um, so let's see. We have BK and J for all going at it. Well, really, BK going after him. J for all is pretty much just like, I think you're a smart person, and I know you have potential. He's like, why would you have to bring out the racial slurs? I mean, and I understand him. He didn't come off as hateful, but he was kind of taking what Jose was saying like as the truth, and that kind of pissed him off, which kind of pissed everybody off. And he's still gonna always go after Ernie. Now I guess he's mad at AH. Oh, I'm fine, baby. Let's see if I can get through. What is it, Monday? I will be good for the rest of the year till September. Because I mean, everybody I've lost in between the 22nd and September, I'm good with. Like it, I'm good with. I understand. But my sister was younger than me, so like it's like why her? She's kind of young. Yep. So BK's live. Oh crap. BK's live is called 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea, featuring Jose's phone call. Who else? What happened to you that day? Now, grandest friend speaks on my live of 3 months friendship. Oh Lord. So ES is no longer monetized by YouTube. They they accomplished that. Oh, so where are they getting that? Um. Oh man, that Summer and H were caught in bed together. Oh, ES, Ernie. Oh my foot. So Kingsport is looking for a missing woman. Alicia Killen, 22. Yeah, I saw that. I can't remember what channel it was now, but on somebody's channel they were talking about that's why Candace and Allie's friendship stopped because Candace was allowing him to smoke weed and drink, and then somebody found them in bed together. I was like, what? You ain't got no better sense than that. Are you really that crazy to believe some stupidish? Oh, they found her. Okay, I just saw it on the glare, one of the glares thingies. Now, oh, he's talking about Andrew. I'm just looking to see what else is being said. Yeah, me too. I hope she comes home soon. She doesn't deserve all this. And I pray that whoever has her is taking care of her and not treating her like crap. Huh. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It's 11 o'clock. And maybe tomorrow I can do my live with my laptop. Because I can do more things on my laptop than I can on my phone. I can't even go over anything. Like, you're supposed to be able to bring up another screen and you can't do it on your phone. So, I love you, Miss K. We can talk more and message in our text messages if you like.